Hello, friend. We have good news today. We're going to be revealing the number one thing you need to be doing as a musician on social media. And some of you are going to like this advice, and some of you are not going to like this advice. So definitely stay tuned to the end to hear. My name is Kev Rowe. I'm a lifelong musician. I've got over 150 songs on Spotify. I've released 10 albums and done well over 2,000 shows nationwide, either as an acoustic musician or with my bands. So here you are. You're a musician in the modern era, and you're creating content. Actually, first you're making your albums from your home studio probably, or maybe you have a team of people that you're working with to create your music, the thing that you love and hold dear to your heart. And by the time you're done making this music, you think, okay, time to hit social media. Time to start posting and telling all the good people out in the world about your project. So you start making music videos and performance videos and album art and creating all this content for this ladder and schedule of things that you're going to release every day after the song comes out. And you stick to that plan religiously. The song comes out on a Friday. You've done all the submission processes either on Spotify to get on the editorial playlist, or on Submit Hub. You might have submitted to me, a playlist curator, to get your music on powerful playlists. You've done all the work. Your music comes out on a Friday, and throughout the next week, you're promoting and promoting. Maybe for the next 30 days or 60 days, you're promoting this song over and over again. And unfortunately, you're not getting great results. Or your song is not necessarily reaching as many people as you were hoping that it would reach. Or maybe you're getting some great feedback on the song from all your friends and family, and you are seeing some progress, but then after the minute that you stop promoting, it starts to die off. Well, the number one thing that you should be doing as a musician on social media, you may not be doing during this promotion process, and that's why I want to bring it out here. So the number one thing is not creating great music. It's not being a talented musician. It's not creating great album art or having connections in the music business. It's not creating Facebook ads or Meta ads or Instagram ads. It's not having a viral TikTok video. The number one thing you need to be able to do as a musician on social media is talk to your audience. It's the one big thing that I feel so many of my musician friends, and when I look at the whole entire landscape of musicians on social media, it's the one thing that they have the most resistance to, because they don't want to cross that line where they can turn on their phone and actually talk to their audience one-on-one and connect in a deep, meaningful way. We have to be able to connect in deep, meaningful ways with our audiences. And remember, this is a visual platform. Sure, there's the audio component too. You're hearing me talk right now. But the visual of your fans seeing your face on their screen in social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and being able to talk to them one-on-one is the deepest relationship that you can have with your audience. By far deeper than the music video that you produced for the song, or the album cover art that you had made by someone on Fiverr. Being able to talk to your audience on social media is the most important thing. It's social media. This is about community and connections and building that bridge so that when they go over to Spotify and listen to your song, they have context. They have a contextual perspective that gives them insight into the person who actually made this song. Is this right or wrong? Doesn't matter. That's the way it is. We're talking about social media and your way to connect. Now, later in this video, I'm going to give you the number one secret to what you can talk about when you're doing this with your audience. So we'll get to that soon. But yeah, I do want to talk about, you might be sitting there going, well, Kev, shouldn't the music come first? Can't I just be an incredible musician and present that to the world in a performance video? Say I'm a great guitar player, or I'm a great country singer, or a pop singer. Can't I just present that in a way so that the world sees it? Yeah, you can, if you're Miles Davis. But if you're not Miles Davis, which you're probably not, then you have to talk to your audience. Like, there are classic old Miles Davis video footage of him going on stage, turning his back to the entire audience, and doing the whole show facing his band, never saying a word to the audience. That's Miles Davis. If you practice 6 hours a day, have been playing your instrument for 25 years, and are the top of the class of your genre, in this situation being jazz music, or whether it be instrumental music, if you're like a Al Dimiola, the great guitar player, or even Derek Trucks, or these guys don't have to say a word because they're incredible on their instruments. And that's a different way to go about it. But they're beyond the top 1% of their genre. They're like the tippy top of the pyramid of musicians in the world. So if you become one of those people, great. You don't have to talk to your audience. However, you're going to have to hire people to talk to your audience on behalf of you in the form of marketing, promotion, advertising, because someone has to let these people know there's a show coming. That's probably a different video. But yeah, for most of us, I'm talking the other 99% of musicians who actually gig in the world, you have to be able to talk to your audience. Here's a really important thing that I think people don't think about very often is people go to shows, concerts to see people. They don't go to hear high quality live performances through PA speakers. They go to see people that they love. So even if you're going to see Miles Davis, I don't know, in 1968 or something, 1955, whatever, you're going to see Miles Davis, the man, perform that music. Mostly, if you're going to see Taylor Swift, you're going to see Taylor Swift. You love her. You love her personality. You love her charm. You love everything that she stands for. And you want to see her sing her songs because she is your friend. Because she knows how to talk to her audience over and over and over again. It's what she's been doing all along. So, let's get to the number one thing that you should be doing as a musician on social media in the form of talking to your audience, and that is tell stories. Everybody loves a good story, and you don't have to reach far to tell your story. Like, you might be saying to yourself, Kev, my life's not that interesting. I just don't have good stories to tell. Not true. Your life is super interesting because you're a musician. All you have to do is tell people the story of your life as a musician. The struggles, the hardships, the victories, the joys, the amazing people you get to meet, the amazing towns that you get to go to. If you don't travel, it could be the people in your city who you love hanging out with. You got to tell stories about everything that you're doing. And it could, to you, these things might seem super mundane, like they're just the work that you're having to do. But other people who have normal lives and work in grocery stores and gas stations and hospitals and police stations and accountants and lawyers and all these people think you are fascinating. They want to know about your life as a musician. So you have to talk to your audience on social media and tell them what you're doing. It's like the most basic thing. And do it over and over again. Just keep telling stories. What's going on in your life? Are you in the studio this week? Great. Tell your audience. Are you releasing a new single? Great. Tell them the meaning for why you wrote that song. Tell them how the song is going to feel when they first hear it. Stories, 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 over and over again. And once you cross the line and go down this road, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy being with people. That's what this is all about, connecting with people over and over and over again. And when they love your music, they'll love it on an even deeper level. So yes, that's the number one thing you should be doing as a musician on social media, is talking to your audience. There are other things you can do besides stories if you want to get into like education or comedy or inspiration, but they kind of all fall under the stories category. Most importantly, turn on your camera, look in the lens right there, and talk to your audience. Tell them what's going on. They love you, they want to hear from you, and just keep doing it. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Bye.